Hello there guys, and a very happy welcome to this virtual walk round of one of my all-time favourite cars. It is of course the JDM icon, the Subaru Impreza WRX STI. Now this is the Type UK variant, which gives you 300 brake horsepower and 300 foot-pounds of torque. That of course coming from the 2.5 litre Boxer engine. Now Subarus are renowned for two things: blistering performance and incredible noise. But I suppose they're almost really considered for three great things, and that is of course their fantastic handling thanks to its four-wheel symmetrical drive system. So join me now as I take you a very in-depth look at this particular 17 plate Scooby and all the reasons you should certainly consider it as your next car. So we'll begin with the absolutely gorgeous colour of the crystal black Silica pearl. Now this is a pearlescent paint, and in certain lights it will give you a nice almost purple, gold and greeny fleck if you get right up close. But as the Subaru goes, it keeps it nice and stealthy. You've also got your headlight system down here with your daytime running lights, and you have of course got your front fog lights because it's a Scooby, and this is finished in a almost carbon fibre effect just on there. You've also got a real nice from factory STI fitted splitter system, which is the front, the sides and the rear. And moving up, you've got the really wide aggressive black mesh with the red STI livery on there. And you can see you've got the enormous bonnet scoop, which just lets you know this thing isn't here to bake cupcakes and give you a cuddle. You can also see, moving around, you've got the 18-inch STI alloys in titanium grey, and you've got the black STI caliper just behind. You've also got the silver and red STI badging on the wing, and the second part of that splitter kit all the way across the flared skirts just gives it that real tip to the JDM cap. Now, what we've also got on here is some aftermarket wrapping that's been done in the form of carbon fibre. Now you can see you've got your crystal black Silica mirrors with a carbon fibre trim, and again, carbon fibre on something like this just looks right. It looks right at home, and it's like it should already be there. You've also got your black window rubbers to keep it stealthy, and you've got your aftermarket wind deflectors, which just reduce wind noise when you have got your windows open. You've also got your carbon fibre wrapped B-pillars just here, and you can see you've got your tinted privacy glass just along the rear. And moving down, you've got your second alloy wheel just here, and you can see you've got your fuel cap, you've got your shark fin antenna right up top, and you have of course got the signature huge wing on the rear, which is part of the STI kit, which also makes just a presence that only a Subaru can give you. Moving down, you've got your rear LED taillights, you've also got your carbon fibre just along the bottom of your boot lip, you've got your WRX STI livery, and you've got your Alpine reverse camera, which goes with your aftermarket head unit. And moving down, you've got your quad exhaust system with a titanium grey rear diffuser, which give the Scooby its absolutely thunderous roar. Now the boot itself is open from underneath, and it lifts up, and it does give you an absolute gaping boot, of which isn't very long, but it is quite wide. So lengthwise, not very great. Widthwise, you can get a push chair in there really easily. Any luggage, any grocery shopping, this would be ideal, and you'd certainly never be late on the school run. Now moving around, you can see the Scooby's in optimum condition all the way around. It's a really well looked after car. Most of the guys now who you associate with the Subaru brand are no longer the guys that you used to. So back in the day, Scoobies used to have a reputation for being the lads in Burberry caps, wearing Henleys, or with a big dastardly mohawk that used to drive around and wait at Mackey's or Tesco car park. Now you're more likely to find these at a car show, restored to a level, and they are almost all enthusiast owns. Times have changed, and so have the Scoobies, and that is why I'm going to show you the interior and all the upgrades and modernisation that they've made to this particular model. I'm sure you can all agree that that is a tremendous modern take on an existing Japanese classic. We did do a feature-length video on our YouTube channel regarding another variant of Subaru WRX STI, and again, it's a car I really love, so I try not to be biased. But with a Recaro seating, with a flat bottom half perforated leather wheel, you've got Bluetooth, DAB, you've got all sorts in this. It's a really clean example. With the aftermarket head unit, it really does turn heads. So what you can see, you've got the red and black contrast colourway, you've got the carbon fibre from factory and the high gloss lacquer, you've got your big touch screen, you've got your manual gearbox, you've got your STI livery, you've got your side drive. It's just such a fantastic car. Everything that the older gen missed and really needed, this delivers in true fashion. So you can see the carbon fibre there, you've got a push button start, tyre pressure monitor, you've got your TPMS, you've also got your traction control, instrument cluster lighting and remote boot release. Stainless steel pedals, aluminium door inlay, and down here you have of course got your half suede or Alcantara door card encased with the silver chrome, and you've got your electric windows, electric folding mirrors and electrically adjustable mirrors. Again, you've got your Recaro seating, half leather and Alcantara with a gorgeous contrast red colourway. Now moving in to the car itself, and it's got everything exactly where you would want it. It's a proper performance car this is, and I just can't get enough of them. So we'll start it up for you. So foot on the brake, foot on the clutch, and there you go. So the Scooby's roar isn't as thunderous as what many people might think, but you can change that obviously with mapping and when you put it in the different sports mode as I just have. But it is still a loud car. Make no mistake, you do definitely still get all the vibes that you are in a Scooby. Now you can see this example has covered just over 38,500, and the clocks give you that old school nostalgic feel as well. They give you the black display with a red or orange depending on how you see colours on the instrument cluster, and it's just nice. It just gives you all the information that you'd possibly want. And you've also got your side drive system, which I'll touch on now. So here, side drive, and you can see you've got Sport, Sport Sharp and Intelligent. Now Intelligent is the one that automatically reads the road and reads the car for you, and when you click that it comes up with a blue bar. Sport is the yellow bar, which gives you a little bit of uprated throttle response and a little bit more oomph. And Sport Sharp is the purple bar just on there, and believe me, that is all out, balls out. You're going to need a hat, coat and everything to hold you in, because this thing is crazy. You've also got a centre locking diff, which you can change automatically or manually. And there you go, that really is everything that you can see in the instrument cluster. But you have also got a secondary option just up here that gives you your average fuel, gives you the time, temperature, a clock and your air conditioning settings. Moving down from there, you can also see you've got your air vents and your fans, and we've got the aftermarket Alpine unit, of which we'll touch upon very shortly. But what you can see is the control here can also be used from on your steering wheel, and that will allow you to change all the different options on the media system just here. So you've got your DAB there, you had your FM and your radio, but you can also see you've got Bluetooth audio for all your media streaming, but we'll go back on to DAB. Now what you can do, you can either use this button or you can go back and you can scroll through, but for me the media system is easier used with this button just here. So you can go onto the menu and you can change all different things, such as your camera, which you can see there you've got your reverse camera, and you've also got your phone for your Bluetooth. So Mark and Gary, very wise guys, they used it all as well, which is wireless. You've also got your general settings on here, and you can change your visual, your sounds, your screen, and you've got also different options for the car and the installation status. Now if you click on setup again, you can see we can go back through this, and there's plenty of different options: HDMI, camera, rear seat entertainment, unit, application. I mean, the list on this is so extensive, it's really impressive. But the guys at Alpine don't do bad things, so you can't be too surprised when you see how it is and you just have to be impressed. Now you can click on that button there and that will bring back up your navigation. Now on here you've also got your voice control and your Bluetooth telephone, and you've also got your menu adjustment and volume adjustment just here. And on this side you've got cruise control in a Scooby. I know, absolutely crazy. Now these buttons down here, these are the information buttons which change at the top of your instrument cluster. So you can see if you want to change them, you can change your different settings. You've got a digital speedometer, a travel time, blank, or you can pull and hold set for a different menu, in which case you can change your screen settings, your rev settings. So if you click onto your rev settings, you can change your indicator light, but we'll have that on because we think that that looks good. So what that will do, that will give you the basic setting of which you can change your indicator light, which flashes there, to give you the optimum performance, and it will give you the best speed. So if we change the alarm at 6,000 revs, because that's quite high, we'll keep it just like that. Now if we were to go back, you can also change, you've got your default settings, go back, or you can change your screen settings to change your welcome and goodbye, the gauge initial movement, which we do want on because it's a nice feature, languages, or you can go back again. And there you go. The display up here, as I've said, is your clock, your miles per gallon and your average speed. And then moving down here we have your dual zone air conditioning, which if you want dual, you click on there, you can change your temperatures, which obviously you can see are reflected in the unit just up the top. If you want to turn it off, you do that. You've got auto recirculation, you've got the different mode zones of where the air is betrayed into the cabin. Obviously when you turn it up, that is how severe and how fast the air is blown into the cabin. And you've also got your buttons here for your front and rear screen. Moving down, you can see you've got your auxiliary and USB, and you've got the gorgeous STI branding on the high gloss lacquered carbon fibre trim. Now the gear stick itself, really simple to use. You've got the black nappa leather with the red contrast stitching, nice chrome insert, and the red top as well. Now to get it into reverse, foot on the clutch, foot on the brake, lift that up, pull it to the right and pull it down. You'll know when you've activated it because your reverse camera will instantly appear. But what you do get in the Subaru is short, sharp changes, which, again, of course, for a car of the Subaru's nature, is to be expected. It's not a car that you would take just to get to the shops. This is a car that can take you anywhere at any time, thanks to its unbelievable presence both on and off-road. For the millennials, this is a manual handbrake. How that works, you press that in, you push it down, you're allowed to drive. You pull that up, you take your feet off, and you're stuck. Or you can drive really fast, slam that on, turn the car sideways and get lots of skids. Now, also you've got two cup holders which can be covered up with a quite nice lined plastic option just on there. And you've got your Alcantara with red contrast stitching armrest. Lift that up, you've got a 12-volt charger as well just in there. Now you can see in the rear you've got Isofix seating, which means this car is ideal for kids. It is a very, very safe car. Plenty of features such as ABS, brake assist, power steering, all that. And you've also got lots and lots of leg room. So the middle isn't really a seat. You can sit there, but I wouldn't really recommend it unless you're very small. But you've also got the half Alcantara with a red contrast stitching as well. And that, my friend, really is everything to see on this Scooby STI. If you do want an in-depth review of one, do please watch our official YouTube video where we covered everything in greater detail. But for me, it's very, very much a big thank you for watching. We really hope you've enjoyed the video, and we hope that it's also been very informative and helpful to you. But what we'll do now, there's just one more thing I have to remind you of. And that is, of course, that every car here at Emerald is treated to the 128 point check prior to retailing, and this just ensures that every single car prior to it being brought around for me to do this video is serviced, and it's also MOT'd if there's anything less than 6 months remaining. All of our team there at the RAC approved facility are vastly experienced and really into their top end performance cars. So if you've got any questions about the car, the history or the video itself, do get in touch with our team and we'll be more than happy to help.